Charlie Chaplin was an international film star, but he was born and grew up in London. When Charlie was born here in South London in 1889, his family was very poor. His father was an actor and his mother a singer, but they separated when Charlie was 3 years old. Charlie was only 5 years old when he acted in the theatre for the first time. By the time he was 17 years old, Charlie was a very popular comic actor in theatres in London and around England. In 1910, Charlie travelled to the USA for the first time and toured the country with a travelling theatre group. He returned with the group to the USA in 1912, and this time met the owner of a film studio who wanted Charlie to make films. Charlie made his first film, Making a Living, in 1914, but it wasn't very successful. At this time, the cinema was very new. Films were black and white, silent, and they were only about 10 minutes long. Because there weren't any televisions, the cinema was very popular, and Charlie made over 50 films between 1914 and 1916. People all around the world watched his films, and quickly Charlie became one of the most famous and richest actors in Hollywood. He played a comedy character called the Little Tramp, and soon everyone recognized his hat, moustache, and walking stick. Soon, Chaplin was writing, directing, and producing his own films, and composing music for them too. In 1917, he built a film studio, and in 1919, set up United Artists, a company to distribute his films, giving him more freedom to make them. Chaplin stayed in Hollywood for 40 years. He moved back to Europe in 1952 for political reasons and lived in Switzerland until he died in 1977. People say that Charlie Chaplin was the first and greatest Hollywood film star, and the writer George Bernard Shaw described him as the only genius to come out of the movie industry. Today, you can watch many of his films on DVD and see for yourself